Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Okay, how's everyone doing today?
Good.
That's good. So now, I want you to look in those papers that are folded, and I want you to open them and see which color you are. Okay, if you're in color yellow, then it'll be, those are different colors which mean different groups, but I'll explain more on that. And okay, now there's something that I want to show you first. Okay, so as you look in that picture, I want you to, there's a paper that I didn't fold. I want you to go look on that, flip over and see what you can, what you, those are just the photos and there's the description underneath, and you can just go ahead and look on that. As you look at that, what it comes on to your mind and like related compared to what we learned last week about the American Civil Rights, Emily?
Well, my picture, the caption is Rosa Parks before she got on the bus where she refused to give up her seat. So this picture is kind of like everything, basically, like American history is about to change and like take place.
Yeah.
So like the next few minutes after this picture is taken, like basically not even just the United States, but the whole world will change.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like oh my gosh, like it's about to happen.
Yeah, but that's happened already, right? So I'm gonna go ahead with Delta and see what in your picture talks about.
Okay, it talks about Rosa Parks with her husband and then with her family. That's the picture in the paper.
So that's kind of only the history of her family, and that's kind of Rosa Parks, what she did in her life. So right now, before we move on, it really shows in those pictures that today we're gonna learn about Rosa Parks and why she was very important to the Americans, not to the Americans, but to the American history. And for today, at the end of the lesson, and these are the outcomes I want you to do. And can I ask Emily to read the first and then Chapter the second?
Students can describe or illustrate the impacts of Rosa Parks in the Montgomery bus boycott.
To write a paragraph about Rosa Parks.
Okay, so those are the outcomes that we're gonna learn, or we're gonna be able to do it by the end of this class. Okay. So now we're going to split in groups, and what I want you to do is to, if you look at the colors, I want you to read those. There's some bullet points. It's different parts. The red one's basically about the history or Rosa Park is free during the boycotts, the bus boycotts, and the yellow ones for just a little bit history about Rosa Park. And we're gonna spend 5 minutes on that, or 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Yeah. And I want to, what you're gonna do is to split. Okay, the yellows are gonna be over here, and the reds they're gonna be over here. And you're gonna read those bullet points and discuss among you, and then after that, you discuss and share it like what you don't need to memorize those, you just need to read and then like get familiar with those. Those are just a little bit backgrounds about Rosa Parks. And then I'm gonna give you like 3 to 5 minutes, and then after that, we're gonna exchange. Okay. We're gonna combine the yellow with the red in one group and another. Okay. But the yellow one should be numbered number 1, and the red is number 2. Okay. So now, can I ask the yellow to be on this side and then the red on this side?
There's a light one.
Thanks. Grandma just take her and Jane. He's from Colleen, born in Tuskegee, Alabama, on April 4th, 1913.
Who were encourages to stand against
Leona.
segregation. Segregation is like like a racism.
Yeah. It's like what the separation happening between the blacks and the
One
whites.
brother named Sylvester, who
segregation.
was born in
Thank you.
1915.
Oh.
Come here.
Brent, you can sit over here.
Oh, it's already decided?
Yeah. Too late.
Always late.
Almost
It's
done.
all not fair to her though.
Always
Did she have a brother?
Yeah. So we're talking about our work. Let's discuss something about what's our. Should we please be the
She was 19 when she got married.
She's the one, and then like talking about like she's the one that have the courage to stand against the segregation back in the day,
This was like in the United
1985.
States. You know,
1985.
like with blacks from around.
Yeah, read this information and then we'll discuss with them later. That's the family and that is
The black people that
that
stand up.
maybe it's a movie situation
When
set.
she was older,
That kind of
she sat down, like blacks can sit down if there are no white people.
Yeah,
So
but that
white
sounds
person
like
looking up to her.
in America, it's really bad, like the black or white people don't shoot
Yeah, she refused to get up.
different,
And
like
so-
the black people doesn't have the right to
Because she
do
refused,
many
she got
things
put
and
in
then
jail.
like,
And then that's sort of like a
Okay,
whole.
we have 2 more minutes.
And
And if you have questions, just raise your hand so I can come
Didn't
over.
write the bus, so the bus company lost it. She was taken right before everything happened. That's interesting, like, people, they cannot, know this situation.
Okay, 1 more minute, and then we're gonna mix you guys together. Not together, but then I'm gonna ask one from this group to one from this group, and then to be in one group. And then what you learn in there, you're gonna explain to. But remember, we're gonna have a test activity. We're gonna have a little quiz, and there's a reward. Okay.
Yes. It's a switch now.
Okay. Now you can switch. Emily, you can go this here, and then Prince come this side.
Alright.
Okay. What I want to do now is to share what you learned in your group to the other person. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes each to share what you learn or what you read in your group. Okay, start now.
So this was saying she was born in Alabama in 1913. It talks about her parents, James and Leona, and they moved from Alabama to a different town when she was 2 to live with her mom's family. She has one brother. She married Raymond when she was 19, and Raymond supported her in school while she was in school together.
Wow.
And she died in 2005 in Michigan.
2005. Wow, just recent.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Okay. So, in my reading, it's just talking about like in December 1st, 1955. That is that's the time when Rosa Parks, when he reached the age of 42, and then he started, he refused to give us the seat to sit on the bus in
So, back in 1995.
Oh, yeah, and that's was what made her famous. And during that time, we're talking about like
Now
back in the day when white and black people
It's the other group turns.
they have so much conflict with each other.
It's not the other
They
group's
still
turn.
wanna
Okay.
give her a seat on the path.
Oh,
Is that it?
so it's talking about like black and white people have so much
Yeah.
conflict with each other, and then the black people
So-
trying to stand up, but
I think
don't
it was
have the courage like
the white
Rosa
man that was
Parks
trying to
did.
take
Yeah. But
Yes,
it's
they
like
wanna
the
do it.
term segregation just represent like
But
the
this
difference
was how she
between white and black people in different classes.
courage enough
But because of the action of Rosa
to
Parks,
refuse.
which usually is right. It reminds me of
So I could just have another background of the Muslims.
It's about that time too.
So
Yeah, it's about that time.
she has a
So
younger
either-
brother, 2 years younger, and yeah, she married
Yeah.
So because she got thrown in jail,
and
other
her,
people got
her
mad.
husband
And
and
so that's
her
when
also
two blacks,
blacks.
and even not just
Yeah,
blacks,
people.
but people that weren't
So I think this is why she's so
Yeah.
strong.
they boycotted the bus.
White people
Because
too.
she
Yeah.
kept them
So
Polish.
the bus was lost a
And
lot.
she standing for
Yeah.
national what's white.
That time, I think like they already have conflict.
Okay, we have 1 more minute, and then
Just make it.
we're gonna do a little activity. 1 more minute.
Do you know when, like, the race is gonna stop? Sure that's happening?
It's still a little bit now, but not anything as this. I think like the 60s or 70s is when like they couldn't officially segregate like whites and blacks, but it's still
What does it mean in that segregation?
segregation, it's like separation.
Separation.
So like blacks and whites couldn't be together.
Yeah.
So like they had different schools, different hospitals,
Yeah.
different water fountains.
Yeah.
It was like really bad.
Ruins everything.
Everything.
I heard like even the church in the park,
Yeah.
they separate.
They have signs.
Yeah, sign, yeah.
Whites and
Yeah.
That's why she got thrown in jail, because she was sitting down
And some
and a white
parts here
person
is
wanted her
not
seat and she didn't give it to her.
Still keep it.
Okay, thank you.
Still
Now I want you to go back in your group, and what I want you to do before we do this activity is kind of quiz. I want you to review what you learned from the other side and on your side, and make sure you got the information right, because now we're gonna do a little quiz. Now you can go back to your own group and talk a little bit about what you learned and from the other groups?
Like our yellow and red group.
Yeah, what do you learn from the red you share to your yellow group? And then what do you learn here from the yellow you share to your red? So you can go back, those who moved,
What's that?
you can go back now and discuss what you learned here from her, what you're gonna share to your group. Even though she heard it, she already learned from the group,
Alright.
but you're gonna go back and share what you learned from her. And after that, I'm gonna give you 1 minute, and after that, we're gonna have a little quiz.
Okay. So, we talk over again.
Yeah. What do you learn from the other group? Just
Okay.
make a revision before we do that quiz.
So,
And
when
you
we
can
talk
use those
about
pictures,
age,
those pictures
so
to,
like our group is talking about the old age when she, the Lisa, when she refused to give her seat to others, but the white people. But like the group's talking about like when Roosevelt was young and her stories and how she got married when she was 18, 19, and then how she developed her family and like that. So like a brief history of her from her young age.
Doesn't have to do with
Oh, yeah.
They,
the people.
yeah,
Only
and I think this part is more about white and black conflicts, but the
So
part
just
talking
history.
about like the history.
30
of
more
the
seconds.
slaves, yeah,
Now it's weird.
her identities.
25
Yes.
years.
Yes.
Wait, what?
No, it's just not.
okay, if we do the quiz, I want you all to put away your informations and I'll look at them. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question is, when was Rosa Parks born? You have to raise your hands if you know the answer. Okay, yellow.
1913. Probably.
Yeah, 1913.
Yeah.
Her father's name. Yeah.
That's a correct here, but the month and the day.
Oh.
You should know by now because you.
I don't remember. Yeah,
August 4th, 1913.
You sure?
No.
August 4th?
The day is correct, but the month was wrong. So I'm gonna give you half a point.
Wow.
Whoa, so mercy.
What was the month?
February.
What did you guess?
Okay, the red.
Okay.
You ready for your next question?
Yes.
Okay, when was Rosa Parks died?
1st December, 1955.
1st December. Good.
I'm trying to make it just.
Okay. We have 6 questions, so you better make up to get a. Okay, the red, the yellow. The next question is, who was Rosa Parks' husband? If they don't get it, then you're gonna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. The red one, the red group. How old was Rosa Parks when she was in the bus boycott?
42.
42.
I'm gonna give you half a point because you said it wrong in the first.
What the heck?
Okay. Huh?
She's so miserable to this group and that's no,
I know.
it's not fair, man.
Okay. Another question is, what was the name of Rosa Parks' brother?
he was born in 1950?
Yeah.
Two years younger.
Okay, I'm gonna give you half a point of that.
What? Wow, so
What's his
messy.
name?
It's
Her
not-
name, his name?
You talk about his name and
Oh wait,
talk about his
yeah.
age. I don't remember.
It's something like,
Sylvester.
yes.
Ah, dang it.
Sylvester,
Yeah.
That's half a point. Now the red curve. Where was Rosa Parks born?
Can we get it? The town and the state, or just the state?
The town.
Where?
The town and the state, which one you can?
Please do.
I don't remember.
You
It
sure?
doesn't have it here.
No, there is.
Okay. Alabama.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Ooh.
Okay, but so the yellow. This is the last question. For you, and then another one for the red. Why was Rosa Parks refused to give her seat?
Oh, is that question?
Our turn.
The yellow.
She goes to school and because of her husband provide her the chance to go to school, so she get a diploma degree.
Why she was refused to give her seat on the bus?
Because she just worked and she felt like she didn't use.
Yes.
That's
true.
So detailed.
Okay. The last question is okay, I'm gonna give you the hard ones.
Oh no! So not fair.
What are the names of Rosa Parks' parents?
There's nothing in the hangout for that.
No, there is.
In my hangout doesn't have it. Look at it. Teacher.
That's why I want you to work with her, so you're gonna learn what they.
She didn't say anything about it to me.
Okay.
See? It's not fair.
Okay.
No, we don't. It doesn't even say the brother's name, so.
Okay. What is segregation means?
Ah.
Okay.
Separation.
Okay. Good.
White and
Thank you, Emily.
Okay, now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
3.5.
3 and a half.
I know the mom was Leona. I don't remember who the dad was.
Okay, now we're gonna give hands to the group red for the good job. Okay, now before we dismiss the class, I want you to remember the next class you're gonna come with like 2 to 5 sentences, and you're gonna explain all of this. Like describe and illustrate the impact of Rosa Parks in the bus boycott, and then just a little history about Rosa Parks from what you learn now. Okay, so that's the importance of doing that activity. It's not only the game, but just to give you knows the informations. And thank you for your participation, and have a good day.
Thank
you.
Ouch.